Greetings. What's going on, guys? Today I'd like to talk a little bit about angels, and particularly a class of angels called the Hayyoth. Okay. These are some of my personal favorite angels to work with because they're so easy to access. They're best for beginners, I would say. These angels are what people would commonly call your guardian angels. They also represent the elementals. They are the, chief representatives of the four elements that surround everybody. Okay. Now the thing is, they are around everyone, but most people are being pushed to and fro by them. Okay, most people don't have their higher selves activated enough to the point that they can communicate with these energies and actually have them work with them in their lives. Now, how do you get to that point? It does take you to reach a certain level of awakening. It does take you having opened your third eye, your pineal gland, and it does take you being able to listen to the subtle energies that surround you. Okay, so what we need to understand is that the word angel, it is defined as like a messenger, but angel comes from the word angle, and for years I didn't understand how that made sense, but I understand it now, because the Hayyoth are surrounding every person at four cardinal points: the north, the south, the east, and the west. So they'll represent these 90-degree angles. They represent the 90-degree angles surrounding everyone. So in front of you, behind you, to your left, and to your right are these angels. Okay, and these energies that surround us have been defined and personified. They are intelligences. Okay, this is intelligent energy, and ultimately, we're dealing with air, fire, water, and earth. And the qualities that those elements represent have to do with the qualities of the personality of each of these angels. You'll see these angels in just about every religion, from the early Sumerian, Babylonian stuff to Christianity, of course, in Revelation, in Ezekiel, I believe in, what's that guy's name who wrote the book that wasn't included? Enoch. Yeah. But in the Bible, you'll see them as the four living creatures. Sometimes there will be, singular angels with four faces facing every direction, and sometimes there will be four separate angels with all four faces. But this has to do, the symbology has to do a lot with the zodiac. Okay, for us being born in space and time, we come through a certain channel of the zodiac. That's going to be your sign. Now, each of those signs have four cardinal points, and this also relates with the seasons and everything like that. And the four apostles of the Bible. It correlates with a lot of things. Okay, but yeah, the four living creatures that surround the throne of the living God. That's why I say, once you become awakened, you have access to these energies in such a way that you can work with them instead of being ruled by them. Now, these are the four angels at the four corners of the earth. So as I said, these spirits surround everybody and everything. It's in your magnetic vibration. It's in your etheric body, in your emotional body, in your mental body. It's all around you. And they can protect you, they can serve you, or they can, in a roundabout way, cause you to bring yourself to harm. And typically that's with you not balancing those energies within yourself. Then they'll become chaotic, or actually wreaking havoc, and in such a way that will cause things to come to you that are out of balance, that can potentially cause you harm. So it's very important to not only balance your chakras, but also to balance the four elements around you. Raphael is the spirit to the east who represents air. and he has to do with healing. Let's stop there. Raphael represents the spirit of the east. Michael is the angel that represents the spirit of the south. Gabriel is the angel that represents the spirit of the west. And Uriel is the spirit that has to do with the north. And each of them have different qualities, and you can speak with and communicate with them to enhance those qualities or to diminish those qualities in your lives. These are your friends. Some people tend to gravitate towards one as their favorite guardian angel. Personally, I work a lot with Uriel. I'm actually burning a candle for the spirit of the north as we speak, because Uriel has to deal with wisdom and also with wealth. And these are things that are coming to me as I work with her. The influence of Uriel sometimes can be so strong that, you know, people will come to me with questions and the answers will just flow out of my mouth. Sometimes, you know, not even really thinking about it. It just comes, it just flows, because that energy that's within me is just pouring out of me because I've accessed that spirit. Now, once again, relating to meditation, these are the angels that protect you when you meditate and when you go into your Merkaba and you can astral travel. So these are the four spirits that surround you. When working with magical rituals and ceremonies, these are the four angels that you call, the angels of the watchtowers, that you call to witness the ritual and in some cases defend you from negative energies outside of your circle. I personally don't work with circles, but when I do work with the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram, I do invoke these entities, and they do a great job of really clearing my mind and clearing the space so that I can really work with a clean slate dealing with my rituals. So you really want to study about the four elements and the four angels that they represent, and what the qualities of each one of these angels are, and how you can use them to influence your life in your favor. Combined, these four spirits form the name of God, the Tetragrammaton, the four letters in the name of Yahweh. Each represent one of these angels. So it's kind of like Power Rangers. When each one of those Megazords come together, they form the giant, you know, powerful machine. And like I said, when you're awakened, that giant powerful machine is you. It's your subconscious mind. And they are the four angels that stand at the four corners, guiding you, protecting you, and influencing matters all around you. They're faced in every direction and they don't miss anything. So utilize these guys and really see where the experience takes you. So we'll talk more about that in detail. Peace. One thing that I do also want to note is that just bear in mind to kind of be cautious, because once you do awaken these energies within yourself and you begin communicating with these spirits that surround you, you will find that some people respond in a very negative way, because you're dealing a lot with light energy, with positive energy when you activate these angels. So a lot of people that do have true darkness in their hearts will really not like your presence. They really won't be able to stand dealing with you. They're just going to have a natural aversion to you, and sometimes that'll come out as spite or hatred or any range of emotions with it between those. So just be aware when you do activate these energies, you will start to see people around you act differently, especially if you haven't really dealt with this before. It can bring out the good in some people, and it can bring out the worst in other people. And these are just responses to the energies that you're carrying around you. As you walk through this world, people will be responding to you in their conversations and how they act. And just pay attention. Just pay attention to the people in your life once you start working with these angels, and you'll see that some people will begin to be pushed out of your lives because you're giving more focus and more attention to these spirits, and that's going to feed them more energy, and that's going to allow them to do more work in your life. And that's all it is when we're dealing with spirits. When we make sacrifices or do rituals for whatever spirit or energy, it becomes more powerful the more attention you give it. When you consecrate an herb or a crystal or anything like that to the spirit, it gives it power to move on your behalf. So just keep that in mind as well. Some people won't be able to stand the light that resonates off of your aura, and it will make them very upset and very disturbed, and they just cannot explain how or why. You'll see it. And then others will almost have a newfound of respect for you because they're going to see those angels. They're going to feel those angels around you. Some people that are clairvoyant and have that eye opened will literally be able to see the angels around you. But that's in extreme cases. Most of these things aren't going to be visible because we're so tuned in and tapped into the third dimension. But with enough practice and enough meditation, of course, you can be able to see these subtle energies at work. And they manifest to you in the best way that you can interpret them. I'm sure my description of these four angels are pretty much nothing like what you see if you do a Google image search for Raphael, Michael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Maybe Gabriel looks typical, but the other three, they have their own qualities. But yeah, till next time, this is still TKTRAV. Grab a hold of your subconscious mind. Don't let the world take it. You use it for your benefit.